What's going on, everybody? Painblade back here again from Server 1 representing ISC and Tribes Lab. And guys, it's finally here. All right, so we finally made it to September 23rd, and the Alliance Team Battle Threat of the Akatsuki is finally out. Now, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get it going, but we're going to take a step at a time because there actually are steps that we have to take in order to even start these battles. So the first thing is the Akatsuki are the first villains we're going to fight. All right, so now the way this works is you have to work with your alliance to take on these powerful enemies, and you compete against other alliances to be the number one in your server. Now, this is not alliance PvP, obviously, it's alliance PvE, and you essentially get rewards for killing these villains. There's a lot going on. Bandai has worked pretty effort, like they put a lot of effort into this. So I want to make sure we cover everything and you guys have an understanding of what exactly to expect, how to prepare for this, and what you're looking forward to doing. So communication, guys, here is key. So if you don't have Discord with your alliance, the chat is not very good. At least you can use a chat in game now. You should be chatting with each other to set things up. So for the first time ever, this is how it's going to work out. Okay, so there's going to be 3 phases to this event. The first one is the battle time selection phase, which essentially means this is not an all-day event. You actually have to be careful and work with your alliance to choose the proper battle time that works for everybody. There are 4 different times you can choose. Okay, and I believe the intervals with these times, there are 2 hours that you can actually do these events. All right, the second phase is the preparation phase, and during this time you choose the new science ninja tool upgrades. Now, these are only meant to be upgraded during these battles. They will reset for the next Alliance Team battle when it comes out. And these are essentially meant to upgrade your stats or boost your stats for a specific type of shinobi, A, D, and T, or they boost your tribe specials or give you tribe specials, or they give you more speed, etc. And we'll go through those, okay? And then thirdly, the battle phase. During this period, the battle with the actual elite enemies takes place, and there's a voting system that you do here. So you vote on who to attack, okay? So we're going to go through every single one of these here. Okay, so the battle time selection phase. All alliance members who vote for the time slots and the majority wins. So that's the key, guys. The majority wins. So even if you can't make a time slot and your alliance ends up choosing a different one, you have to try your best to make the time slot or you will lose out and your alliance will suffer. So it is very important to communicate, guys. All right, so make sure you discuss first before you choose a time. Now remember, this is all PST, so Pacific Standard Time. All right, so that's, if you're Eastern, for example, that's 3 hours before. So 8 a.m. for me, for example, is 11 a.m. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys, when you're voting. And there is a time to vote. I think you have 24 hours from reset time to actually make your votes. If you miss out your votes, I believe your vote doesn't count, obviously, so you don't have a say. So make sure you put in your vote after you speak to your alliance. All right, so these are the time frames here. They're shown in the event, and you can also click on the time event. It'll show you there also. But remember, PST is what you're looking at, okay? You can also change your vote as many times as you want until the voting ends. So if you choose something and all of a sudden everyone's like, no, it doesn't work for the majority of people, you can actually go back and change your time. So keep that in mind. You can also go back and change your time. That's key. All right, so preparation phase consists of target voting and science ninja tool upgrades. Each of these provides a certain benefit, okay? So the way it works here, guys, is you vote on who to target first. So there's going to be a voting period where you get to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's the order that you'll actually end up killing people. Now there's an importance here, okay? I believe the first person you attack, you start off with 100% tribe gauge, so you can right away nuke as fast as you can to kill it off. The second opponent you fight, you get 50%, I believe. The third opponent you fight, I think you start off with 25% tribe gauge. So keep in mind, it really does depend. So in my opinion, as somebody who's a veteran player, you want to tackle the hardest ones first because you want to use that tribe gauge and get it done as soon as possible. So someone like Kakuzu hits super hard, or like Pain, or Itachi, right? Those are the characters I'd want to take out for, or Hardan. So those are the characters I'd want to take out first. Okay, so you have to make sure you think smart about who you vote for. Fighting the easiest one first doesn't always make sense. All right, so there's this. There you go. And then if the enemies have an equal number of votes, the enemy with the highest initial ranking will be given priority. So the initial ranking meaning where it started off in the beginning, right? So if you say you pick Sasori first and he tied with Dedera, well, if Sasori was first in the voting pool, he'll be first. Even if they tied in numbers, right? Because he's first on the list originally. So the final vote cannot be changed after voting ends. So there's a voting period for that too. And as I mentioned, the first place starts with 100 tribe gauge. Sorry, second place is 80%, third place is 50%. So my numbers were a little off, but you still get it. Like the more you fight, like the lower the voting poll, the lower tribe gauge is. So that's very important, guys. Keep that in mind. So Science Ninja Tool upgrades. Now there are quite a few of these, okay? So the way these work is they have attack shinobi ones, they have defense shinobi ones, and tactical shinobis. That gives you more HP, defense, and attack, okay? Then you have the speed boost and the status effect ones. The status effect gives more damage to like burns and poisons, but also allows you to stun and shadow stitch more often, also cause more chance for confusion, but confusion is already on 100%, you don't have to worry about that. And then speed boost. Now speed boost is not a big deal for for alliances that are older and have a lot more veteran players, because we already boosted our speed a lot, but these characters will these opponents will have a lot of speed. So chances are this is meant to be for new alliances who can't compete with the speed, because think of it this way. If you can't keep up with the opponent and the opponent attacks first, chances are these opponents are going to have a ton of, like, think of level 30 Abyss, right? Or even FG. These opponents are going to be that strong. So they're going to one-shot you if you don't attack first. So speed boost for a lot of newer alliances is key. Now, Tribe Special Damage Bonus and Tribe Special Bonus Damage Bonus Boost, that's a mouthful, essentially gives you an initial bonus to your Tribe Boost damage, and then the second one gives even more boost to your damage. So this is where Tribe Specials actually will make a difference, maybe. So we're going to test this one out, but I don't know if this applies to co-op. I don't think it does. So maybe tribes will actually end up being used somewhere finally in the game that will make sense. So I think this is Bandai's reasoning for making us level up tribes. I still haven't been, but we'll test this out and I'll get back to you guys, okay? So there you go. You can actually see what everything does here. How to enhance ninja tools. So you can do one scientific tool for free during each preparation stage. You can also perform enhancements using scientific ninja tool upgrade chips described below, or by using Shino coins if you don't have any of the chips available. You can acquire chips for upgrades during the preparation phase each day, depending on how much stamina you expend during a preparation phase. You can earn up to 3 chips max. So you can see here, if you spend 500 stamina, you can actually earn chips. So this is where the bento boxes or making sure you get your stamina bonuses matter. So you can help your alliance by doing that more often. And then finally, guys, the battle phase. This is where you'll actually fight the opponent. You earn ranking points, shinobi fragments, and weapon fragments, and other things like UR frags, SR frags, etc. for competing. There are some differences between alliance team battles and standard battles, so this is where the following happens, okay? So if you battle an enemy ranked first to third in the voting system, you'll start with a higher tribe gauge. We've discussed that already. You'll also gain effects in the battle phase, right? Sorry, one sec here, guys. Just pause, mute this. There we go. Okay, you'll gain effects in the battle phase based on the ninja tools you've upgraded. There are different type of tools. We've discussed that already. Tribe gauge specials. Now, this is the crazy one. These specials will actually get bonus damage if you've enhanced them even further. So Connected Feelings, that's the brand new Sakura, Sarada, Sasuke, Uchiha one. Story Entrusted by Mentor, that's the new Sage Naruto and Jiraiya one. Marital Bonds, that's the Sasuke and Sakura one. And lastly, Path of the Revenge, which is the CM2 and the Orochimaru ones. And these are meant to have bonus effects and special damage. So I don't know how much of a difference tribes will actually make in these battles. Maybe they'll be huge, so it'll actually finally be worth leveling tribes up, which I'm actually very excited for. I hope they actually do that. So any shinobi who has an advantage type over the target are included in your team. When you enter battle, will also have increased chakra. So that is key, guys. So if you're fighting Sasori, for example, who's a T, and you have all A's, every single one of those A's will start with more chakra. So keep that in mind. So that's key. So make sure you plan your teams out here. Don't just use your best hitting teams. Sometimes it's going to be smarter to use the proper type. Okay, and then you'll receive the rewards. The following: the targeting vote reward. You actually get Ryo just from putting in your vote, and you also get alliance coins. Doing ninja upgrade votes, you also get Ryo and alliance points. And then battle rewards, of course, you can get the fragments for the character, weapon fragments, Ryo frogs, EXP elixirs, alliance coins, promotional elixirs, and promotional stone prize rewards. And the vanquish rewards actually kill the opponent. You get more fragments and you get more weapon frags. Now, we don't know how much each UR will give. We know the SRs give 30 and 30. I wonder if URs give 15 and 15, which, if that's the case, is still amazing. And then when you get the total damage, there's an actual little box on the bottom that have chests. You actually get 5 UR frags, 5 SR frags, and there's 3 times of those. So you can get up to 15 UR frags and 15 SR frags. That's incredible, guys. Bandai's done such a great job here. The ranking is determined by the total number of ranking points your alliance has from battling the enemies, and at the end, you will receive an emblem for being the number one alliance to either beat the event or be the number one alliance through points. And then you also get other things like Awakening Orb, Shinobi Coins, and Shinobi Omnifrag. So finally, guys, we have other ways to get the Awakening Orbs. So, anyways, I just want to say kudos to Bandai on this. This has been so exciting because I've been waiting for this for a long time. It's something brand new, and I think we all have. So, I hope you guys have watched this video. I hope it helped out on preparing. My opinion is make a scout in your team as well. So, don't all just jump into the battle. Make sure one person goes in, probably the person with the lowest attack. They can scout and kind of tell you what the opponent's like, HP, damage, etc. Give you a feel that way you can prepare better for the fight. But remember, there are a lot of things you have to prepare for. So make sure you work with your alliance, and communication is key. All right, everybody, enjoy. There's also a double frag summon right now with Kakashi, and I think it was, who was it? Kakashi and Hadan. So if you guys need them, this is a good time to summon. All right, guys, this is Payne. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care.